Current scene, nobody's room. Hello everyone, this is Sonic the Drug Gamer, and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. A guinea pigs are trying to sleep. Well, not trying to, they're getting ready to sleep. They should probably be quiet, but they're used to me being loud at this point. Last time, we got to the school, we met some of our classmates. We have like 18, so we have quite a bit in our class alone. And that's including us, too, by the way. We got a tour around, there's a library, and we found out, met the head nurse. So, now we're just doing something else. I guess we're walking around. Anyways, I ended up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building. Although in my eyes, they still look one and the same. It's the first real look I got at the other students, so I watched people coming out of the school, going towards the gate of the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they're going. And I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. Then again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? One of us? I should go somewhere too, to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The weariness in me only grows as I trudge toward the dorms, sit a little way apart from the main building complex. There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms, shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel, because I haven't been outside at all for so long. The door building is big and made of red brick. Like the others, it feels way too pompous for what it is, so I pushed forward, going inside. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket. Room 119. Despite the ornate exterior, inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. Same goes for the elevators at the ends of the hallways. I poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching the television. One nods and gives a quick hello before turning back to the TV. Seems that only the girls here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. I climb the stairs to the upper floor. Here, small corridors branch off of the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seem to have a toilet and shower, as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. The nameplates on the rooms adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there are just 2 of us here. Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knocked lightly. Hello, is anyone home? From inside, I hear a few movements, and then the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment, the door squeaks open. A guy that looks like Harry Potter! A respectable boy is standing in the doorway. He is looking at me very intently through his extremely thick eyeglasses. Who is it? Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? He leans closer to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. Hisao Nakai. I'm moving to the next door. I thought I should introduce His face suddenly brightens in realization. He stands back upright, thrusting his hand out in a smiling greeting, almost straight to my diaphragm. Oh, sup dude, the name's Kenji! Hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it, still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome. There are some suspicious looking people going around and in and out of your room earlier. So, it was probably my parents. Your parents? You sure? Cause they could have been some other people too. You can't judge a book by its cover. His out-of-place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly, as I try to think of some way to respond. I say the chances are high enough. He sure doesn't make some extravagant hand gestures. You're a brave man, Hisao. Me? I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself. Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? Thinks about this for a while. A wise decision. Damn, you're smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart. He squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it. Never mind, it doesn't matter. With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment in search for the door handle, and shuts the door behind him. I slid the key into the locked door marked 119. Bleak beige walls, white linen, a desk made of the same type of light wood, ugly curtains. It's no one's room. Impersonal. Like my hospital room was. My bags are sitting at the foot of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stuffed with my clothes. Also, it seems like there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. A note is pinned to the sleeve of one of the shirts. Hi, Hee-chan! My mom and dad does that too. We unpacked your things and made your bed. They said that if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. Kind of hope I would have. Then there would be something to do. It's still too early. Put the note down on the desktop and lie down on my bed, feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. What if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I had nothing to do? The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming. And after the entire day too. I still am, I think. Damn, I have to distract myself somehow, so I won't be this unnatural all the time. Tomorrow, I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, bottles of medication neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. Pick up one and shake it just to hear the contents rattle inside. Then read the glued-on pharmacy label. Take 2 tablets daily to stay alive. Doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. Dude, you can't do that to me! You can't just do that to me! You can't just do that to me! That's all I have to say to this. It's kind of twisted, having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? With a sigh, I begin my new daily life ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful not to check the correct dosages. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain. And after that, I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. Doesn't start looking any more familiar, even after the darkness falls and long shadows draw across my room like fingers. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm, and nest-like against that chill that passes for room temperatures here. Seeing the lighter shade of darkness that is the ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night, and it becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. The night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear creeping up my spine once again. Keep drifting further away from the world I knew. Well, that's all for this time, guys. I'll see you next week. Nah, I'm kidding. My hat. I wake up in a strange room. Solid morning light shimmers against the light gray ceiling. I had forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night. Huh? This is my room, isn't it? My room. This is the 3rd room this year, and I'm supposed to call it mine. Various things around here remind me that, indeed, it's me who's supposed to be the one living here. Bags on the floor, my new school books on the desk, my numerous medications on the night table. Stare at the bottles for a moment, deliberating until I open a bottle, shake out a pill, and pop out the tablet from a foil sheet. I down them with a chase of water without thinking about the chemistry. My uniforms are in the closet. I slink out from under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. That official smell of generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh cloth against my back is a good one, a natural one. It feels like a school uniform as it should. It's not very different from what I used to wear before. That goes for other things too. So far, this place seems more or less like a normal school. Except for the people. I think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday. Misha's constant laughter and Shizune's sweeping sign language gestures. Well, I only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others are. Or perhaps people like them are what passes for normal around here. Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do people do? I didn't see a lot of kids hanging around after classes yesterday, so maybe there are clubs. If so, I wonder if I should join one. All through class, the question remains in my mind, so I decided to ask Shizune about it and split into groups. After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, I should ask her. She crossed her arms and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of her pencil down so that the top is perfectly and evenly flat. That both bothers me and doesn't. Because on one hand, you know, it's nice and flat, but on the other hand, I can't use it anymore. It's a pain. She is very mad. Sorry, Shi-chan. Is there something you wanted from me? Oh, I see. That's a good question, He-chan. My first thought is that means she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right. Oh, that's right. Everyone's encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. There are also school events, like the festival coming in a few days. Almost every student in the school tends to help out with it, doing whatever. So you actually transported it at a busy time. Maybe we can help you out too. Sure. What's the festival about? I don't mean, He-chan. The truth is, it's a local event, and I'm not from this area, so... She starts signing desperately to Shizune, asking her to bail her out. Shizune adjusts her glasses at the end of an oddly grandiose flourish and starts signing hard and heavily. That's all. You don't know, but I do. Huh? Oh. Who cares? Misha puffs out her chest as she shouts Shizune's words out at me with a disappointment amount of pride. Too loud, I can see heads turning in to look in our direction. Not so loud! Humans beings evolve with each new generation. The ideals and beliefs behind a festival will inevitably change with time. Now it's about delicious fried food and amusing little games that you can play to win prizes. Teacher clears his voice very loudly, baiting his long wooden pointer against his other palm like a baton. He shoots a pointed gaze at us. Finally noticing where we are, Misha sheaves a yelp and quietly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though, brushing it off without a care. Likely happens to her a lot. We're in the middle of class and should start walking. That's right, Shi-chan. What? That's right, Shi-chan. Are you asking because you're interested in joining a club? You gotta have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glance exchange between them. Misha's tone has also changed, although it does that with every other word anyways. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misha and Shizune look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when someone's dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. At the corner of my eye, I see a girl with long dark hair get up from her desk and slip slightly towards the door. It doesn't seem like she was working in any group, and no one seems to notice her but me. I glance at the teacher, who's also looking at the dark-haired girl go. Why doesn't he say anything? He-chan, is something wrong? Do I look uneasy as I feel? Or was Misha just looking at me looking after the girl who left? No, nothing. Is that like a cat? Does she have like a cat face? I can't tell. Okay, well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you? Thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. Not really. Do you want to have lunch together then? Sure. I don't have any other friends. Yay! Okay, He-chan, perfect! The rest of class passes uneventfully. The girl with the long hair never came back. Before I have the time to put any more thought into where she could have gone, the teacher informs us that it's time to stop walking. Shizune looks more than a little annoyed that we only just barely managed to finish all our work on time. I'm just glad we finished it at all. It's not a contest or anything. Yes, it is, He-chan. Impossible. Really? Really? I know this before, but it's kind of funny how Misha is always moving her hands and signing not only everything she says, but what everyone else is saying at any given time. Wait, so she's translating? Obviously, it must be so Shizune can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and mine. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune. I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really... Shizune can't hear me, but it would be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. Then again, isn't that what she's doing? No, she's at least looking at me. This is all very confusing and it will take some time to get used to. Fun fact, because of Lily Goes to Convenience Store, I thought Shizune was, mute, not deaf. I thought Misha was deaf because I haven't played this game in so freaking long. So I thought that was supposed to be these two's dynamic, but I was wrong. Which, honestly, for the better. It's not a contest, because contests are competitions over a prize. If there's no prize on the line, it's not really a contest. So her eyes flash dangerously with a competitive glare. Oh no! She stares at me as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I think maybe this is a contest to her. Yeah, I think we're screwed. If the smart guy girl in this case, if the smart girl is very energetic like this, we're screwed. Never noticed before how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze. This is also our second day, bro. Are you sure, Hee-chan? Very sure. You're wrong, Hee-chan, because I don't want to be the slowest one in the class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my abilities. The prize is satisfaction of proving them. She's... Well, she's got us there. I don't argue more, but the bell rings and she quickly gets up and picks up her bag, looking at me expectantly. I'd almost forgotten I was supposed to have lunch with them. Where do you want to eat? Cafeteria? That's so plain. Okay, let's go. Plain? Well, I guess. My old school, I like to eat outside near the back of the building. That's a good spot, but I didn't find it until near the end of my freshman year. I wonder if there was a similar place to eat here. Misha seems to imply as much. Shizune and Misha pulls me towards the cafeteria, which is surprisingly not packed. Maybe some students favor eating in classroom or outdoors. I thought some of my classmates had boxed lunches. Ooh, bentos! After we finish eating, Misha picks up where we left off earlier. So, Hee-chan, you wanted to know more about clubs and stuff, right? Right, Hee-chan. Okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first. Exchanging the nods of confirmation, we turn to face me again, and Misha straightens the posture as if she's about to deliver a speech. Hee-chan, do you have anything you're really interested in? I used to play soccer, but I'm not really into it. I don't follow the teams or players or anything like that. As of late, I usually just read a lot. There's a book club, right, Hee-chan? Right, but it seems like they have all the members. They have all the members that they possibly have right now. Sorry, Hee-chan, it's a really popular club. Okay, book club's out. Okay, but more to the point. Hee-chan, does this mean that you don't have anything already in mind? Not really. I don't know what's around yet. Good, great, that's great, Hee-chan. Great, really great. Why is it so great? No reason. Well, Hee-chan, other than clubs and the upcoming festival, there is one thing. Student council! I see. I didn't know the school had a student council. That was a very melodramatic setup, though. Just to tell me that. Pretty sure that the two of them know this, because Shizune looks like a little embarrassed about it, and Misha is laughing. Shizune quickly retakes control of the discussion, in a matter of speaking. After all, it's still Misha who has to voice whatever she says. Right. Hee-chan, maybe you should join the student council. They could use more people. Yes, definitely. You should definitely join. Why? Well, for one, I'm saving. We could hang out every day, Hee-chan. Shi-chan and I are both the student council. Actually, Shi-chan is the president. Huh. I'm starting to get suspicious that Shizune and Misha might not exactly be the most unbiased people to talk about this stuff with. As if reading my mind, Shizune quickly adjusts her glasses and signs something to Misha. Of course, we're not trying to get you to join just because we would obviously benefit from you joining the student council, and therefore have the incentive to try and get you to. So you're admitting that! No, we admit nothing. I mean, Hee-chan, of course it would be nice if you joined, and we appreciate it. But even without all that, joining the student council shows a healthy interest in the workings of one's school. Yep, it's true. Hee-chan, besides, don't you want to spend time with us after school, Hee-chan? Can't tell if she's being genuine or if this is just really good acting. Both of them seem to be trying hard to look their cutest, although they're also pretty cute to begin with. Well, I need to think. So, settled then. Welcome to the student council, He-chan. What? No, no. Aw, see, Shi-chan? Of course it wouldn't go so easily. Heh. Yep, that's right, though it would be boring if it went that smoothly. Oh well, Shi-chan owes me candy now. You're betting on it? Hey, my life is not a game here! The game of life is playing all of us for fools, dancing a string around us, making all these silly rules. Shizune seems very intrigued by this when Misha signs it to her. The aggressive glint returns to her eyes. That's interesting, He-chan. Let's play a game. That's not what I said. How about rich man, poor man, He-chan? If you lose, you have to join the student council. No, absolutely not. I'm not bidding it on a game. Huh? Why not? Well, because you both have the same incentive and therefore the same goal, which is to get me to join the student council, right? Yep. Yeah, that isn't my goal. But what this means is that both of you can team up and I'll be at a clear disadvantage. So I will have to decline. He-chan, I'm very offended. Are you saying you don't trust us and that we would pull something so disingenuous? That makes me sad. Sorry? It's hard to tell where Shizune's influence ends and Misha's thoughts begin. In order to atone for hurting Youngo's feelings, you should definitely join. Wait, the pressing is so hard! I don't want to join! No! How about a game of paper football instead of rich man poor man? Paper football? Yeah, it's a game they play in America. You made a paper triangle and then you try shooting it past goalposts and the other players make them with their fingers. Isn't it cool? It's the ultimate form of competition between two people, He-chan. And this isn't played by elementary and middle school children, Shi-chan. That means it's a game that really separates the boys from the men. More like the boys from the slightly older boys. Anyway, I'm not going to play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means you're probably surprisingly good at it. Yeah, that's true. How did you know, He-chan? Shizune frowns at Misha, telling me that she probably wasn't supposed to admit to that so readily. I wouldn't say that I'm happy with her attempts to get me into the student council, but I'm a little curious about what the student council does here. I've never been on one before, or even know anyone who was a member, so it interests me. I also kind of like Shizune and Misha, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Okay, Chan, how about Risk? Misha! Stop! I don't know what that is. It's really funny, Chan. Trying for control of the world with armies and everything. So like Shizan would be good at it. And what was it again? Risk? Yeah, Risk. I need to play Risk again. That was a fun game. If you want to play, we can after school. Really, Shi-chan? We can play just for fun, He-chan. Shi-chan hasn't played in a long time, so if you want to, there are no strings attached. Well, okay. Okay, perfect. We'll see you after school in the student council room then, He-chan. Wait, why there? Because that's where we keep the game. I grimace to tell them how much I do not like this, but it's more for show than anything. So in the end, I agree, but only after getting Shizan to acknowledge that I don't mean anything concrete, just by accepting to take a look around and play a game with her. Lunch ends and we go back to class. And no, monkey out goal. How long have I been recording? I'm also gonna save. Yep. Let's see. 24 minutes. Well, it's a new scene. This should be good. Alright, that should do it for this time. This is Wii Sonic the Hedgehog Gamer. I hope you enjoyed the series so far and hope to see all you guys again next time, where we hopefully learn more about the dog-haired girl, because I'm curious about the dog-haired girl. It looks like she burned her eye or something. Like, seriously, I really hope she's okay. I'm sure she's fine, but I am very curious. So, I'll see you guys then. Wrong button, because I need to shut this down. There you go.